So now we will do the connection for stepper motor and the microstep driver. So as you know that this is the bipolar stepper motor. So it has 4 wires, 2 for each coil, right? So now we'll do the connection for microstep driver. So you will get the coil connection diagram from the manufacturer of the stepper motor. So you need to download the data sheet from the manufacturer to get the coil connection diagram. Now we'll do the connection. So as you can see, so I have got 4 wires, so 2 for each, 1 coil and 2 for another coil. So I'll do that. So here on the microstep driver you will see A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus. So A plus for one coil and A minus for another coil. Let's do that. So I'll do it quickly as possible. It's very easy connection. Now you have completed the connection for stepper motor with the microstep driver. So as you can see, it's completed now. Now you need to connect the 24 volt supply to this microstep driver. So for that you need to use the SMPS of 24 volt, right? So here you can see the reading of this microstep driver is 20 to 50 volt. So I'll use here 24 volt supply. Now we need to do the connection for Arduino. So that is the very important part. So we'll do the connection for Arduino now. Now let's do the connection for Arduino. Now we'll connect our Arduino with the microstep driver. It's very easy connection. Just pay attention. We'll do that. So pin number 3 here I'm using. For this yellow wire is connected to the pin number 3 and this blue one is connected to the pin number 5. These are the digital pins of the Arduino, and these both the pins are connected to the ground. So as you know that on the microstep driver we are having PUL, that is plus 5 volt, and PUL minus PUL, right? And DIR plus 5 and DIR minus. So where there is a plus 5, we need to connect our digital pin, right? So we'll do that. Just a second, it's very easy. So we are using here pin number 3 and pin number 5. So pin number 3 is connected to the PUL pulse plus 5. So just connect it here. Here you need to connect the pin number 3, that is yellow pin. Just do the connection. Now same thing you need to do for the pin number 5. So pin number 5 is connected to the direction control, that is plus 5. So we'll do that. So now we have done with the wiring of pulse as well as the direction. Give the ground to both the pulse as well as to the direction. So use 2 grounds from the Arduino and use the another ground for direction. Okay. As you know that in this project we are going to control the stepper motor by this IR sensor's output, right? So you can use any industrial proximity sensor to control your stepper motor. So I am just giving you the demonstration by using the IR sensor. So IR sensor has 3 pins. One is ground, one is VCC, and the third one is the output, that it gives the digital output. So by connecting this digital output to the Arduino, we can able to control the stepper motor. So for this we are going to connect it to the digital pin 7. So connect the output of the IR sensor to the digital pin 7, and rest of the 2 pins, one is connected to the ground and another is connected to the VCC, that is plus 5. So it's very easy. So now we'll directly jump into the programming. Just now you have seen the wiring diagram and connection with the microstep driver, Arduino and the stepper motor. Now we are going to do the most important part of this project, that is coding. Here I just wanted to tell you one thing, that coding is not that difficult. Maybe some of you are having the fear of coding or do the programming with Arduino or anything. It's not that difficult. You just need to understand the concept, learn the fundamental, then you will fall in love with the coding. It's very easy. So now let's directly jump into the software and we'll do the programming. Let's see. So now open your software. First we'll just define whatever pins that we are using. So here we are using the step pin, DIR pin to control the direction, and we are using the IR sensor, right? So you need to write that as well. So define the pins that we are using here. So I'm using here the step pin. I'll write here step pin equals to pin number 3 I have used for this. For step pin we have used pin number 3 semicolon integer direction pin equals to pin number 5 for direction equals to 7 semicolon, and now we wanted to store the IR sensor's value into one variable. So define the variable, that is I'll define one variable, that is IR sensor. It's very easy. Now what is variable? Variable is nothing but it's like a bucket. It is used to store the values, numbers, characters as well. So one more thing you need to define, that is steps per revolution. That's why I'm using here steps per revolution is equal to 200. I'm using here semicolon. So now we have done with the pin defined. Now let's insert the void setup. Let's write which pins are output pins and which are input pins. So basically our sensor pin is the only input pin, right? You know that. So let's write here pin mode. Even if you have any doubt, you can just write it down inside the comment so that I can help you out. So pin mode. So copy these things, pin mode, that is step pin, Ctrl C, paste it here, comma, and write it output. Semicolon. Don't miss the semicolon. Okay, same thing for IR. Same thing you need to do for IR sensor. But so right here IR pin. And it's input pin, right? Okay, so yes, we have done with the void setup, and now we'll start our main loop, that is void loop. So inside the void loop, first we'll set the direction of the stepper motor, that is we'll set it direction to the counterclockwise. Let's set it. So for that you need to write digital write dir pin high. So same thing, if you want to reverse the direction, then let's make it low for reversing the direction. It's very easy. So now we'll write our conditional statement here, and also we'll store the IR sensor's value. So int IR sensor is equal to digital read IR pin. Okay, it's very easy. So now here you can see at the time of starting IR sensor should be 0. Sorry, I didn't written here. So at the time of starting IR sensor should be 0. So now we are storing the value, that is IR sensor is equal to digital read. So we are storing the value inside the IR sensor, that is by using this function, that is digital read IR pin. And let's give the semicolon and enter. Now we'll write our conditional statement, that is if block, and if you want to print this value on the serial monitor, then you need to initialize the serial monitor. Let's initialize the serial monitor inside the void setup first. Serial.begin. Let's write the baud rate, that is 9600 semicolon. So now I wanted to print the IR sensor value on the serial monitor. So what I'll do here, I'll write serial, S should be capital, serial dot print ln to the new line. Sorry, not IR pin, IR sensor. This is the variable that has the value of IR sensor. So do the semicolon, and let's give the delay a bit, delay of 250 seconds, semicolon. Okay. Now we have printed the value of IR sensor on the serial monitor. Now let's apply our conditional statement, that is if block. So inside the if block, what we'll write our condition, that is if IR sensor equals to 0. If IR sensor equals to 0, then what we'll do? We'll do one thing. We'll write one for loop here. Just a second. I'll explain you why we are writing here a for loop. Now we're writing here one for loop. Write a for loop, that is for int I equals to 0 semicolon I is less than steps per revolution. I'll copy this thing, Ctrl C. If you don't understand the for loop, then let me know that why I am using a for loop and all. semicolon and write I plus plus. So inside it we'll write, now here we'll write for the rotation of the stepper motor. So we'll write we are sending one pulse to the microstep driver. So for sending one pulse we need to write one command, that is digital write. Just here, just write it down, that digital write step pin semicolon to high. Let's make it high. After that do the delay of microseconds, semicolon, and write it down 500 microseconds delay that you are giving here. Same thing, let's copy this thing, copy these things, we'll see, and paste it here and just make it low for sending one pulse. Okay, let's make it low for sending one pulse. So here you can see, now just understand the condition. If IR sensor is equals to 0, that what that means, if something in front of the IR sensor, then what it will do, it will rotate our stepper motor up to 200 steps. So as I already explained you, 200 steps into 1.8 degrees we will get the complete rotation. Okay, so it's that simple, it's very easy. So for sending one pulse you need to write this code for sending one pulse. So right now we are not sending one pulse, so we are sending how many pulse? So you can see, for int I equals to 0, I is less than steps per revolution, and I plus plus, so we are sending 200 pulse to get a complete rotation. So it's very easy. So let's compile this code and we'll see is there any mistakes. Here you can see we have successfully compiled. Here two errors we have found. I have given the semicolon after the I plus plus, that is, this is not required, and this is just a mistake. You can see everyone can make mistakes. That's why I wanted to show you that what mistakes I have done. Everyone can make mistakes, it's very often. So learn from your mistakes, it's very easy. So here I have mistakenly given the semicolon, right? Same thing. Here I also given the semicolon. So there are two mistakes, so we have removed the mistakes, and now compiling is done successfully. Now we'll upload the code, right? So let's check it whether this circuit work or not. Let's upload the code. So now the code is successfully uploaded, as you can see. Okay, so we'll test this circuit. Let's stay tuned with this scene. I know this video is too long, but keep watching so that you will get the maximum knowledge, right? So we'll check this we'll check the demonstration whether it's working or not. Let's see. So you can see on the screen now it's completely working fine. So you can see I am holding the IR sensor, right? So we'll see, you can see the IR sensors and all, you can see the IR sensor work. So now you can see on the screen the complete working model of this project that we have created here. Okay, so if you like this video, then do short circuit the subscribe button and like the video, and do share with your friends. Thanks for watching.